Have you ever wondered if the simple act of breathing could change your entire reality? Most of us go through life without truly understanding the power of our breath. We inhale and exhale, and yet we miss the incredible potential that lies within each breath. This isn't just about deep breathing exercises or meditation practices that people do without much thought. I'm talking about a hidden breathing method, one that ancient masters once used to reach deeper levels of consciousness, a way of breathing that has the ability to transform your entire being. Once you begin to breathe this way, you'll feel as if you've tapped into something truly otherworldly. Your energy will surge, your mind will quiet, and you'll notice your reality shift in ways you never thought possible. This is a method of breathing that's not only powerful, but also transformative. You won't just breathe again the same way after this experience. Breathing is, of course, the most fundamental action we perform, yet it is often the most overlooked. Every single day, we breathe without thought. Inhale, exhale, repeat. The automatic nature of our breath is so ingrained in us that we forget its deeper significance. But if we take a moment to pay attention to our breath, we might realize that it's much more than just a biological function. It's actually a doorway to heightened awareness, a gateway to a deeper state of consciousness. Imagine that most people live their lives in a kind of fog, disconnected from their own energy, intuition, and true potential. We get caught up in our thoughts, buried under endless mental chatter, stress, and distractions. But by simply breathing consciously, by breathing deeply and with intention, you can immediately snap out of that fog. It's like flicking a switch, and suddenly the chaos and noise in your mind quiets down. You can actually feel the fog lifting, leaving you in a state of clarity and presence. Now, when you breathe in this way, something profound starts to happen. It's not just that your body feels more relaxed. The very act of breathing deeply begins to slow down your thoughts, and with it, your entire state of being starts to shift. At first, you might not notice much. It's subtle. But then, as you continue, it becomes undeniable. Your heart rate starts to slow. The tightness in your muscles releases, and the loud, chaotic thoughts that used to occupy your mind, they begin to quiet. It's as if you've turned down the volume on everything outside of you, and for the first time in a long while, you can actually hear yourself. This is when the magic begins to unfold. You begin to experience a sense of peace that spreads throughout your body. It's like your body and mind are syncing up for the first time in ages, working together in perfect harmony. It's a state of relaxation and deep awareness that most of us don't even realize we're missing. But that's not the only thing that happens when you breathe consciously. As you continue with this kind of breathing, you begin to feel something deeper. The breath starts to feel alive, flowing through you with energy. With every inhale, you draw in vitality, strength, and clarity. With every exhale, you release everything that weighs you down: fear, doubt, stress. The burdens that have been clinging to you for far too long start to loosen their grip. And this isn't just a mental or emotional shift. On a physical level, your body is receiving a flood of oxygen, nourishing your cells, calming your nervous system, and shifting your brain into a more focused, present state. Your body is thanking you for giving it what it needs, and your mind is beginning to quiet in the process. But beyond all of that, there's an even deeper transformation happening. Energetically, something profound is unfolding within you. You are reconnecting with yourself at a level that most people never experience. When you breathe in this way, the world around you seems to slow down. Have you ever had one of those rare moments, like watching a sunset, standing by the ocean, or staring up at the stars, where time just seems to stop? In those moments, you're completely immersed in the present, In the now, everything else falls away. That's the kind of presence you unlock with this type of breathing. When you reach this state, you stop being lost in the past or the future. You are just here, right now. And in that moment, you'll begin to notice something incredible. The present is filled with energy, clarity, and possibility. When you're fully present, even the most ordinary experiences take on a new meaning. The warmth of sunlight on your skin feels more alive. The air moving through your body feels like a deep connection to the world around you. And even the silence between sounds is filled with beauty. Breathing with awareness also helps you tap into the natural intelligence of your body. Most people live disconnected from their bodies, lost in their minds, but your body holds so much wisdom. It knows how to heal, how to relax, and how to move with the natural flow of life. And when you breathe deeply and with intention, you're not just relaxing your body, you're giving it permission to release stored tension and emotional energy. Perhaps you felt that knot in your stomach or the tightness in your chest, but couldn't quite explain it. These sensations often come from shallow, unconscious breathing. But as you breathe with awareness, you break that cycle, allowing your body to let go. You'll notice physical and emotional relief as tension eases and your mind begins to clear. But it doesn't stop there. As you continue to breathe this way, something even more remarkable happens. Your mind, once chaotic and cluttered with distractions, starts to open up. It's like a switch gets flipped, and suddenly, creativity, intuition, and insight begin to flow. Deep breathing is at the heart of practices like yoga, meditation, and even martial arts, and these traditions knew something that modern science is just beginning to catch up on. When you breathe with intention, you're not just calming your mind, you're expanding it. You're making space for new ideas, realizations, and perspectives to enter. This is why so many people experience aha moments or sudden clarity during deep breathing sessions. As your mind clears from the noise, your intuition, which has been drowned out by mental chatter, can finally rise to the surface. The more you practice, the more you'll find yourself able to trust that inner knowing. You won't need to second-guess your decisions because your intuition will be sharper, clearer, and more reliable. And here's something even more unexpected. The more you breathe this way, the more you start to feel a deeper connection, not just to yourself, but to everything around you. It's as if the invisible walls that separate you from the world begin to dissolve. You'll start to feel a sense of unity, a deep knowing that you're part of something greater than yourself. This isn't some fleeting feeling. It's a direct experience of reality as it is. It's as if you've stepped out of the individual self and into the collective. It changes the way you perceive the world. You realize that everything is interconnected, from the breath you take, to the energy around you, to the people in your life. And once you experience this unity, you can never unfeel it. It stays with you, changing how you see the world. It brings with it a profound sense of peace, a quiet knowing that you are part of something much bigger than just yourself. Mastering this breathing technique doesn't just change how you experience moments of stillness, it transforms your life. Imagine starting each day with just a few minutes of deep, intentional breathing. Before you reach for your phone or dive into your to-do list, you take a moment to connect with your breath. You inhale deeply, feeling energy flow into your body, and exhale slowly, releasing any resistance or tension. This simple practice sets the tone for the entire day. Suddenly you're more centered, more grounded. You feel calmer, clearer, and more connected to yourself. Problems that once seemed overwhelming don't feel as daunting. Stressful situations don't rattle you as easily because you've learned how to return to your breath and center yourself. The beauty of this practice is that it's not something you have to think about. It becomes second nature. The more you integrate this kind of breathing into your daily life, the more effortless it becomes. It's like a secret power that you can tap into at any time. When you breathe this way, you shift your energy, and that shift impacts every part of your life. Your relationships begin to improve because you're more present, more attuned to the people around you. You approach your work with greater focus and clarity, making each task more fulfilling. Most importantly, you'll notice a transformation in your relationship with yourself. You feel more at peace, more alive, and more in touch with your true essence. But here's the thing. This transformation doesn't happen just by reading about it or thinking about it. It's something you have to experience for yourself. So, I want to challenge you. Right now, take a deep breath. Place one hand on your stomach. Inhale slowly through your nose and feel your belly expand. Hold the breath for a moment and then exhale gently through your mouth. Repeat this. As you breathe, imagine drawing in light, energy, and clarity. And as you exhale, imagine releasing any tension, fear, or negativity that doesn't serve you. Keep breathing like this for a minute and notice how you feel. You don't need to make it complicated. Just breathe deeply. Focus on the sensation of your breath and allow yourself to relax into it. If you can commit to this practice, just a few minutes each day, you'll start to feel the shifts happening. They may be subtle at first, but over time, the changes will become undeniable. You'll feel more present, more alive, and more in sync with the flow of life. Once you experience this kind of breathing, you'll never go back to the way you were before. It's a life-changing practice, one that brings you back to your true essence and helps you reconnect with the energy and clarity that's always been within you. And once you've felt this shift, you'll know that breathing this way isn't just a technique, it's a way of life. The power of breathing consciously doesn't just stop at calming the mind or connecting with your intuition. It reaches even further, extending into the very essence of your energy field. You may not always see it, but every person has an invisible aura, an energy field that others can sense when they're near you. The way you breathe can dramatically influence the strength and quality of this field, either scattering or focusing your energy. When you breathe unconsciously, when your breaths are shallow and quick, your energy field can feel weak, scattered, or even heavy. This is why sometimes being around people with negative energy can leave you feeling drained or off balance. You're picking up on their energy because their energy field is imbalanced. But when you breathe deeply and with awareness, something incredible happens. Your energy field begins to expand, brightening and strengthening. It becomes magnetic, drawing people toward you in a way that feels calm, grounded, and powerful. Have you ever met someone who seemed to have an almost unshakable presence? They could be sitting quietly in a room, and yet their energy seemed to fill the space. People are naturally drawn to those who exude this kind of energy. It's the kind of energy that comes from within, from a place of deep inner peace, and it radiates out into the world. This kind of energy isn't something that can be faked or forced. It comes from the way you breathe, from the way you consciously align your mind, body, and spirit. When you breathe with awareness, you align your whole being. Your breath becomes the key to unlocking your full potential, not just mentally or emotionally, but energetically. It's as if you are tuning yourself to a higher frequency, one that others can feel even without fully understanding why. They just know that something about you feels different, that you're emanating calm and confidence. This shift in your energy field doesn't just change how others perceive you, it changes how you perceive yourself. You begin to see yourself as you truly are, not as a collection of thoughts, worries, or fears, but as a powerful, grounded being with immense potential. Stress, insecurity, and self-doubt start to lose their grip on you because you realize they were never really yours to carry. They were simply the byproducts of living unconsciously. Now, as you breathe with intention, you return to your true self, to the calm, aware and untouchable essence that's always been there. Breathing consciously also has the incredible ability to influence your emotions. Think about how your breath changes when you're feeling anxious, scared or stressed. Your breath becomes shallow, fast and erratic, almost as if your body is preparing for danger. But when you're feeling sad, your breath tends to slow down and your body feels heavy, weighed down by the emotions. What's fascinating about this is that the reverse is also true. How you breathe can directly transform how you feel. When you're anxious or upset, you can use your breath to shift your emotional state. Try this. Take a slow, deep inhale through your nose, hold it for a moment, and then exhale gently through your mouth. Do this for a minute or two, and notice what happens. Your body will begin to relax. Your heart rate slows, your muscles release their tension, and your mind starts to clear. This isn't just relaxation, it's emotional alchemy. You're shifting your emotional state by consciously controlling your breath. Instead of letting your emotions control you, you're using the breath to guide them. Anger, frustration, and sadness begin to lose their grip on you because you're no longer feeding them with shallow, chaotic breathing. You're taking control of your emotional state, turning to the breath as your tool for transformation. This is a superpower that most people don't realize they have, the ability to change your emotional state in an instant simply by breathing in a conscious, intentional way. It's not magic. It's the science of breath and its ability to influence the body and mind. And this control over your emotions isn't just temporary, it becomes a new way of being. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes to stay calm and balanced, no matter what life throws at you. What's even more profound is how conscious breathing rewires your brain. Most people's brains are stuck in a constant state of fight or flight, always scanning for danger or replaying past stresses. This is a result of stress, overstimulation, and unconscious habits. But when you breathe deeply and intentionally, you're sending a signal to your brain that everything is okay, you're safe. This triggers the relaxation response, activating parts of your brain responsible for focus, creativity, and higher thinking. It's like upgrading your brain's operating system. Instead of being stuck in a reactive survival mode, your brain shifts into a more calm and focused state. The more you practice deep, conscious breathing, the stronger these pathways in your brain become. Over time, stress and worry won't have the same hold over you. Your brain becomes rewired to stay grounded and clear, no matter what comes your way. This is how people who practice deep breathing regularly often describe feeling unshakable. Their brains aren't constantly firing in fight or flight mode. They've trained themselves to remain calm and collected, no matter what life throws at them. This isn't abstract or mystical. It's neuroscience in action. You're literally reshaping the way your brain functions by simply changing the way you breathe. One of the most fascinating aspects of conscious breathing is how it deepens your connection to your intuition. Intuition is something that we all possess, but it's often drowned out by the noise of everyday life. It's that quiet voice inside you that always knows what's best, the gut feeling you get when something feels right or wrong, and the spark of clarity that comes when you know exactly what to do. But in order to access this wisdom, your mind needs to be quiet. The constant chatter, the overthinking, and the stress, all of this noise can block your intuition from reaching you. When you breathe deeply and intentionally, you create space for that inner voice to emerge. It's like tuning a radio dial to the perfect frequency. At first, the connection might feel subtle, a whisper of clarity or insight. But as you continue to breathe consciously, you'll start to notice the signals becoming clearer. You'll find yourself trusting that feeling in your body that says yes or no, even when your mind is unsure. This is your intuition speaking to you. And the more you practice, the stronger this connection becomes. You'll start to notice patterns in your life, insights that seem to come from nowhere but feel incredibly accurate. You'll begin to trust your intuition more and more, relying on it to guide you through decisions and challenges. This is a priceless skill, one that allows you to navigate life with confidence and clarity. You won't need to overthink every choice or second-guess yourself. When you breathe with awareness, you make room for your intuition to shine, guiding you in ways that are often far more powerful than logic alone. This shift in awareness also has a profound effect on the way you experience time. For most people, time feels like something they're always chasing, something that slips away faster than they can grasp it. When we're stressed or distracted, time seems to speed up and we're always running out of it. But when you begin to breathe deeply and enter a state of presence, time begins to slow down. Suddenly you notice more details, more beauty, more richness in every moment. Have you ever experienced that feeling when you're deeply immersed in a moment? Whether it's a walk through nature, a conversation with someone you love, or even just sitting quietly by yourself, and time seems to stretch, almost as if it's irrelevant. That's the effect of deep, intentional breathing. You're no longer rushing through life. You're fully present. And in that presence, time slows down, becoming more expansive. A single breath can feel like an eternity when you're completely aware of it. It's as if you've stepped outside of the relentless rush of life and into a peaceful, timeless space. This shift in your relationship with time changes everything. Instead of feeling like you're constantly chasing the clock, you begin to savor each moment. Every breath becomes an opportunity to experience life more fully. Even simple, mundane activities feel richer and more meaningful because you're no longer rushing through them. You're right there, present in the moment, experiencing life as it unfolds. This change in your perception of time is not just a mental shift. It's a complete transformation in how you engage with the world. Life stops feeling like a race, and instead it becomes a journey that you can savor. This is the gift that breathing with awareness gives you. The ability to truly experience life as it is, without the constant distraction of rushing, multitasking, or worrying about what comes next. The beauty of this practice is that it's always available to you. You don't need to be in a quiet, peaceful environment to experience the effects of conscious breathing. You can tap into this power anytime, anywhere. Whether you're in a stressful meeting, stuck in traffic, or simply sitting at your desk, you can take a few moments to focus on your breath and reconnect with the present. Each breath brings you back to yourself, back to a state of calm, clarity, and presence. And when you consistently practice this kind of breathing, you begin to notice subtle but powerful changes in every area of your life. Relationships improve because you're more present with the people around you. Your work becomes more fulfilling because you approach it with clarity and focus. Your overall sense of well-being improves because you're taking the time to nurture your body, mind, and spirit. But perhaps the most profound change of all is the transformation that occurs in your relationship with yourself. As you breathe more deeply and intentionally, you begin to reconnect with who you truly are. Calm, centered, and aligned with your higher self. You stop identifying with the noise of your thoughts, the weight of your fears, and the stress of your day-to-day life. Instead, you begin to recognize your true essence, a peaceful, powerful being with the ability to shape your reality through the simple act of breathing. The more you practice conscious breathing, the more you begin to realize how deeply it impacts not just your mind and emotions, but also your overall energy field. It's as if you are gradually waking up to the fullness of your being, reconnecting with the vast potential that's always been inside of you, waiting to be awakened. The breath becomes the bridge between your physical self and your higher consciousness, connecting all the layers of your being into a unified flow of energy. One of the most powerful aspects of this breathing practice is how it helps you realign with the natural rhythm of life. As you continue to breathe deeply and intentionally, you begin to feel the harmony between your body, your mind, and the universe. It's like you're tapping into a flow of energy that's always been available to you, but was obscured by the busyness of life. You begin to feel lighter, clearer, and more attuned to the world around you. This sense of alignment doesn't just stay within you. It radiates outward, influencing everything you encounter. Your energy becomes more magnetic, and you begin to attract situations, people, and opportunities that resonate with your newfound clarity and peace. As your energy shifts, the world around you responds. It's as if you've unlocked a new level of existence, one where everything is in flow and everything feels more effortless. When you breathe consciously, you're also activating the deeper intelligence of your body. We tend to think of our bodies as mere physical vessels, but they are so much more. The body is a highly intelligent system, capable of healing itself, adjusting to the environment, and even guiding us through life. Most of us have lost touch with this innate intelligence because we're too focused on our thoughts and external distractions. But by breathing with awareness, you begin to tap back into the wisdom that resides within your body. Have you ever noticed how when you breathe more deeply, your body feels more energized and alive? It's as if each breath is awakening something deep inside, something that you may not even be aware of. The more you breathe with intention, the more you realize that your body knows exactly what it needs. Whether it's releasing tension, reducing stress, or unlocking creative energy, your body has the ability to guide you. It's just waiting for you to listen. This is where the real magic happens. The breath doesn't just bring clarity and peace, it brings a deeper understanding of yourself. As you continue to practice, you begin to feel the pulse of life running through you. You feel the interconnectedness of all things, the flow of energy that connects you to the earth, the sky, and every person you encounter. It's a profound sense of unity, a knowing that you are a part of something much greater than yourself. And once you experience this connection, it changes everything. You can't unfeel it. You can't go back to the way things were before. This is the shift that happens when you breathe with awareness. The shift from living in a state of disconnection to living in a state of unity, peace, and alignment. It's a shift that happens on a cellular level, in every part of your being. Now, as you continue this practice, you may start to notice subtle shifts in your everyday life. You might feel more present in your interactions with others. You may notice that things seem to flow more easily, that challenges seem less daunting, and that your reactions to stress and difficult situations are calmer and more measured. This is the natural byproduct of aligning with your breath and, in turn, aligning with your higher self. The more you integrate this practice into your daily routine, the more natural it becomes. What started as a conscious effort to breathe deeply will eventually become second nature. And as you do, you'll notice that your entire life begins to change. It's like you've tapped into a deeper level of awareness, one that allows you to experience life in a richer, more fulfilling way. This is not a temporary shift. The more you breathe with awareness, the more permanent the changes become. Over time, you'll begin to feel more grounded, more connected, and more at peace with yourself and the world around you. The noise of everyday life no longer feels overwhelming. Instead, it's as if you've stepped into a space of stillness, a space where you can find clarity in any situation and where you can access a deeper sense of calm, no matter what life throws your way. This practice is a gift that you can give yourself every single day, and the more you give it to yourself, the more you'll discover just how powerful it is. It's a gift that not only transforms your life, but also helps you reconnect with the essence of who you truly are. The beauty of breathing consciously is that it doesn't require complex rituals or a perfect environment. All it takes is your awareness, your intention, and the willingness to tune in to the present moment. Every time you breathe deeply, you are aligning yourself with a deeper state of being, a state of harmony, balance, and inner peace. It's as if each breath becomes a sacred act, a way to reconnect with the energy and wisdom that flows through you. As you continue with this practice, you'll begin to notice how it shifts your perspective on life itself. No longer are you rushing through your days, caught in the whirlwind of distractions and obligations. Instead, you're able to approach each moment with a sense of calm, clarity, and presence. The frantic pace of life no longer controls you. You become the one in control, and it all starts with the simple act of breathing. And here's something even more incredible. When you breathe with intention, you're not just impacting your own energy and consciousness, you're also influencing the world around you. Have you ever been around someone who seemed to radiate calm and confidence, someone whose presence made you feel instantly at ease? That's the power of conscious breathing. When you align your breath with your true self, your energy becomes magnetic, and people can feel it. This magnetic energy doesn't just impact how others perceive you, it affects how you perceive yourself. You begin to realize that the stress, anxiety, and self-doubt you once carried were never truly yours. They were simply the result of living unconsciously. When you breathe deeply, you return to your natural state, peaceful, grounded, and untouchable by the noise of the outside world. One of the most profound effects of this practice is how it helps you reconnect with your own inner wisdom. The more you breathe with awareness, the more you begin to hear the subtle whispers of your intuition. Your intuition isn't some mystical force reserved for a few gifted individuals. It's something that we all have, but it's often drowned out by the constant chatter of the mind. When you quiet your mind through deep breathing, you create space for that inner wisdom to emerge. This connection to your intuition is priceless. It allows you to make decisions with clarity and confidence, without second-guessing or overthinking. You no longer need to seek validation from others, because you trust yourself and your inner knowing. When you breathe with intention, you are opening the channels through which your intuition can flow freely. It becomes a trusted guide that leads you toward your highest potential. This transformation extends beyond your personal experience. When you breathe deeply, you're also connecting to the energy of the world around you. You begin to sense the interconnectedness of all things. The way the air you breathe, the earth beneath your feet, and the people around you are all part of the same energy flow. It's a realization that we are all connected, not just physically, but energetically. This connection brings with it a sense of peace, a knowing that you are part of something much larger than yourself. And as this awareness deepens, you begin to feel more alive, more present, and more aligned with the flow of life. You are no longer separated from the world around you. You are one with it. This is the power of conscious breathing. It reconnects you to the present moment, to your own inner wisdom, and to the energy that flows through everything. It transforms your entire being, bringing you back to the fullness of who you truly are. With each deep breath, you're not just calming your mind or relaxing your body, you're unlocking the full potential of your consciousness. You're aligning with your true self and reconnecting with the infinite energy of the universe. And with that connection, you begin to experience life in a way that is richer, more meaningful, and more fulfilling. So, as you move through your day, remember this: your breath is always with you. It is your anchor, your tool for transformation, and the key to unlocking a deeper level of consciousness. Every breath you take is an opportunity to reconnect with your true self, to step into a state of peace, clarity, and presence. Breathe deeply, breathe consciously, and watch as your life begins to transform in ways you never thought possible. The power is within you, in every breath you take. You just need to remember to tune in and allow it to flow.